Okay. Look, I don't want to be snotty or anything, but Mary's kind of scaring people with this Yellowstone talk, and I'm not 100% sure she knows what she's talking about. I don't really care about earthquake stuff myself. I just wait until it happens, you know. Except when it comes to volcanoes, that kind of interests me because, you know, you can get a little early warning out of some tremors around a volcano. I tell you something, you know. So this sort of thing interests me. So I checked it out. You know, I'm subbed to Mary, and I'll just click play here. Okay, it says alert: Yellowstone volcano level orange. Likelihood of eruption. Okay, I'll show you how that's misleading later. I don't want to be a bitch, but I gotta show this. Now, what she's talking about is these little stations. Let's hit play here. She's talking about the stations, and that one right there is orange. You can see. Okay, so she's the deal with this video is that monitoring station is orange. Okay, this is her whole point. And the other ones are green. Okay, see how it says status orange and B207, whatever. That's her point with this video. So let's just get out of it for a second. Okay, well, what she doesn't tell you about that is, oh wait, let's skip to the end here. Maybe I can, well, okay, let's do this. Let's go over here. Okay, now we're on UNAVCO, whatever that is. And this is, well, one of the, I'm just going with her links, right? So this is her link. And this is the same cluster of area. And sometimes these sites they're green, sometimes they're orange, sometimes they're red. And if you just slide over here, watch the little hand. I'm being snotty now, I don't mean to be. And click on the legend, because we don't know what the heck those colors mean. See? Okay, so orange means it's not 100% data recovery. And green means they got all the data. And if it's in the red, that's not dangerous, it just means they didn't get any data from the site. From the probe that's out there. Okay, so it has to do with the health of the little station that's monitoring things, not the health of the volcano. Okay, so if you want to check that out, click on that legend and it'll tell you that, right? We just did that. Okay, so let's go back to her video. All right, we'll go back down to the end here. Okay, now she's explaining, or trying to explain, what the orange means. Now you see orange, to her this is what it means. Orange means volcano is exhibiting heightened unrest with increased likelihood of eruption. Okay, that's what orange means. And apparently there's yellow. There was no yellow in the other one, but anyways. And then there's a red, means eruption is forecast to be imminent, and green means volcano is normal and dormant. Okay, but what she's done here, and she said so later in another video, that she went over to Wikipedia. So she left that site to try to explain the color code of that site. And I don't know what she looked up, but she ended up with aviation codes, which has nothing to do with monitoring stations and their health as far as being able to deliver data. So it's a whole different thing. So she's got people thinking volcano is exhibiting heightened unrest with increased likelihood of eruption. But it only meant that one probe, that one sensor out there, wasn't giving all the data, getting all the data uploaded. That's all. That's all it means. Okay, so she tried to explain the color code of one specific site by asking Wikipedia and got it all confused with this thing that is very alarming. Yeah, if it was orange, that would be alarming, but we're not talking about the same thing. So that's a problem. And people are, going to her and checking and relying on her for this, these updates. So, that's kind of sketchy to me. All right, let's go back to another part, though, that bugs me. I'm sorry if it bugs me. That's kind of whiny, I know. And I don't know anything about this stuff, so she's forcing me. She's forcing me. Back it up. I'll pause it here in a second. Okay. Now, what she's talking... I'm not going to play her voice. Just so you know. Now, when she comes to these charts, she says, and we're monitoring the gases. And I'm like, okay, well, what gases are we talking about? I don't know anything, right? And it says CHOs. I looked it up, and I'm searching around forever and forever and forever. Can't find anything on gases. And this site that she has doesn't tell you shit. It's not her site, but I mean that she's got you linked to. It doesn't tell you anything. So it took me forever. I'm just going to play it for a second more. She goes to another one. This is all the same. It's all measuring the same thing, by the way. It's not gas. It's not gases. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. And here's another chart. I just want you to see what these charts look like. It's the same kind of thing that they're measuring in each one of these. Okay, same stuff. So when she says gases, okay, now it's a different type of chart. What she's really talking about is, let's try one of these. She's talking about strain meters. Well, what she's pointing at is strain meters. She's talking about gases, but it's not gases at all. We're talking here, these charts are about strain. And she does say borehole, right? But in the borehole that these charts are talking related to, they're measuring strain on the Earth's crust. They bore a hole, right, and they put sensors down that hole pointing in different directions. And as the Earth, either an earthquake comes through or whatever, it kind of tweaks that hole. And that's what these 4 lines are. And they're not gases. Okay? She's going to continue to say gases because she doesn't listen to me when I write my comments. But these aren't gases. These are strain meter. They're tracking the strain on the boreholes. And I'll go to... let's click this one more here. And they've got like daily charts and weekly charts or whatever. So they stretch out. That's like a long-term chart. Let's click over to strain definitions. Here's a good YouTube video about it. I'm just going to show you. You see, here's the CHO, the CH1, the CH2, the CH3. That's on those graphs. That's not. I don't know why they're CH and they don't explain what the letters mean. It could be channel. I don't know what it means. But it has nothing to do with gases. They're just orientations of the sensor. The sensor O is going across, and the next one is going at that angle, and 2 is going this way, and 3 is going that way. Okay, and so when a wave comes through, it crushes this way, or it crushes that way, or whatever. So they get the measurements all the way around, and then they track out over time, and they look like those other graphs. All right, now you see how they're arranged. I just put a link in, and you can check this out. This is pretty cool, and I don't think they actually get to the graph, but I just wanted to show you that this is what that graph is tracking, and it's not gases. It's the dimension within this borehole, and there's 4 different sensors, and that's how they can track the compression waves as they come through. All right, so that's three things. Is that three things? That's two things that bug me. So like I said, orange, it just didn't get all the data. Okay, it's not dangerous. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, I don't think she knows what she's doing. So all I can say is she's scaring people, and I just want I want people to know that the orange that she's pointing out is just about data recovery and the health of the probe and how well it gets the data uploaded. Okay, so but then she jumped over, like I said, to Wikipedia to try to explain it instead of just clicking on the legend that gives you a drop down and tells you what the heck's going on. Okay, so that's two things. I don't know, man. Is there somebody else? Does somebody else do a good, I don't know, monitoring video of Yellowstone and stuff like that? Because I don't trust her. That ain't cool. Okay.